Welcome back. Welcome back to the Simulation Basketball Association. It is your boy Kamish Mula in the building. And let me get a hashtag Noti Gang in the chat if you're rocking with me before I send that link out. Game 2 of the SBA OT1 finals. And the SBA Select is up 1-0 right now. Can CBC reel it back in and even up the score? That remains to be seen. Can they sneak a game here against the home team of the SBA Select? That is going to be very interesting to see. Can't wait to see how this matchup unfolds. Last game was a bit of a blowout. So CBC and company is definitely going to try to do all they can to keep this thing pretty close. Also, guys, let me get a sound check. You know if you guys hear me, if everything is everything in the chat. Hashtag Noti Gang, as well as a sound check. Get this link out to the guys in the Discord. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Had the video private still. But yes, sir, we are back. Game 2 of the SBA Overseas Tour 1 Finals. It is your boy Kamish Mula in the building. Can CBC redeem themselves? Or will it be much of the same as we saw in Game 1? Which is pretty much a blowout. Let me get a hashtag Noti Gang in the chat for all my notification gang members out there before we get this thing rolling. So, you know, we got to get these good old sliders right. Get that camera angle right. Let me get a hashtag Noti Gang in the chat. Game 2 almost underway. Game 2 almost underway. Make sure that camera is right. Let me get a sound check in the chat. Am I sounding good, guys? Is everything? Talk to me. Let me know. Let me actually check if my microphone is. They didn't even have my mic in, but I think we good now. Mic set up. Let me get a hashtag Noti Gang in the chat. Yes, sir. Microphone wasn't even in, so that audio probably was sounding terrible to start off. But at the tip off, it is CBC with the rock. Ariel Severio, beautiful pass into Tyrone Webster, who is fouled by Ash. Ash picking up an early foul here. So we're going to keep an eye out for that. As Ash Erickson picks up a very early foul. Looks like CBC is trying to be aggressive and get to that rim here early. We know that that's what they like to do. Shout out to my guy J.O. in the building. Shout out to Alvin Mack in the building. Shout out to my guy Max Roland Woods, a.k.a. Eddie B, KC, Kamari Vaden, Pharaoh Reigns, the SBA community deep in the chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button and let's get a hashtag our league going here early. As Tyrone Webster knocks down that first free throw. Second one up, second one down. Am I sounding good? Let me know, guys. Am I sounding good? Duke Split bringing it up the floor. Looks like they're trying to get something going to Eddie B. Eddie B got the back door. Beautiful pass right there. Quick lay-in. And that is good. That play worked to perfection. I thought the pass was a little late. But Eddie B still contorting his body, getting that nice little up and under off the sweet pass from Duke Spliff. Tyrone Webster with the rock, trying to put a move on Lance Madsen. The Juice Man now with it. The Juice Man trying to redeem himself from last game. Nice little pick and pop. Chambers can hit that. But that one off the mark. Eddie B pushing up the floor. Let's see what Eddie B has. Eddie B gets it to JJ. JJ had an outstanding game. Almost gave the MVP 40 in the last one. They still doubling down on Duke. But Duke still trying to abuse the smaller guy. Got to kick that one out. Tyrone Webster with the help and the rebound. Jaden Blue, what do you got? Jaden Blue wants to get it to the MVP. Ariel trying to work on Duke. Trying to put a bigger body on Duke to cause some problems. But Ariel not going to get it to go. Duke Split says no. Rebound going the other way. Nice pass to Eddie in the post again. And Eddie over the younger Jaden Blue. And that's going to be a problem for the young guys. Shout out to Calvin Johnson Jr. in the building. But that's going to be a problem. O Block in the building. Chris Beach. That's going to be a problem for the smaller and the younger Jaden Blue going against the seasoned veteran of the franchise. Eddie B. Oh, God. Almost a highlight right there. But Chambers going to snatch it out the air before it gets to Ash, the Norway Nightmare. But that's the MVP in the corner, wide open. He's going to make you pay from that place right there more often than not. The MVP of the overseas tour, Ariel Severio, getting that one done. Eddie B skipped through the lane, and Eddie B is trying to have himself a game early here against the young Jaden Blue. Just lost him with that between the legs skip through. Add 2. Jaden Blue, Severio. They trying to get Air Jamaica open, but nothing doing right now. Good ball movement from CBC. Juice Man goes with a pump fake. Gonna have to put one up. Ugly shot. Didn't have too much time. And we're going the other way. Great defense by the select. On that one, Eddie B with another beautiful move and catches a body. And that, my friends, is why Eddie B is the franchise. Oh my God. Eddie B is in his bag now. Whoa. Ariel skip through, hop step, no good. And the interior defense for the SBA Select is tremendous right now. Not letting anything on the interior. Duke Split 1-3. That one hits off the rim. No good, going the other way. Shout out to AO G-Star in the game. Appreciate your support here in the SBA. My guy definitely shows up a lot. And nice shot right there in transition by Duke Spliff. Hashtag roll another one. And now CBC's going to need a timeout, or this thing is going to get ugly again. A lot of people thought that this one will be a clean sweep for the Select. And the way that this game is looking, and the way that last game looked, that may not be far-fetched. The SBA Select coming out in their bag. And you know me, it's Commish Mullah of the SBA, the owner of the SBA Select. And I love it, man. I love it. We cooking. We go out and get the best of the best for a reason, man. This is what we do. Shout out to Ariel Severio, the MVP in the building. He is not happy about what he's seeing right now. And you can't blame him. Shout out to my guy Kyle Jacobs on the check-in. Also, shout out to my guy Ace Howard checking in. Prospects getting to watch some overseas action, man. You guys get to see what it's like when you get those attributes up and get your guys up, because these guys was putting in the work. And as you can see, is a big difference from when they're on the floor compared to you guys. Ugly three from Jaden Blue off the mark. Duke Spliff, what do you got? Duke kicks it to JJ. JJ slightly quiet compared to last game, but we know that could change in a hurry. JJ trying to be aggressive, but the MVP all over him. 2 seconds left. Ash, no good. Good defense right there from Chambers. Chambers now, what do you got? Chambers to Savario. Savario to Webster. Tyrone Webster, what do you got? 5 seconds left on the clock. They're taking too long to get these plays developed, and then they're forcing threes like that. I'm not sure what's going on with CBC, but they just look disorientated right now. And it just, I don't know if it's the crowd. I don't know if it's the pressure of playing in the Garden here against the Select. But right now, CBC is just not looking good, and they're going to need the MVP to pick up their slack big time. Duke Spliff with the rock. Duke to Eddie B. Now he wants to set the double screen. Eddie B skip through again. And the franchise is taking over in this game. 10 points on 5 of 5. And he has more points than CB Canarius and the rest of his team collectively. Eddie B taking matters into his own hands. And that is why they call him the franchise. You know that SBA franchises are going to be fiending to get their hands on a guy like Eddie B to begin their franchise in season 1. That combine is going to be a movie, guys. SBA combine will follow up after these OT1 finals. We still got the All-American game for high school. All-American game and signing day coming soon for high school. And then we also gonna have the good old Combine series on 2K24. So a lot of exciting things on the horizon for the SBA. We've been working. A lot of work being put in during this time. Of course, the transition is timely, but we are making it happen, guys. Much needed timeout once again. And coach trying to keep CB Canarius in it. You see him desperately trying to egg his team on. But right now, they are not answering the call at all. Skip Day on the inbound. Looks like we made a few changes. Eddie B skipped through, but that time Tyrone Atkins says no. Savario now pushing it up. Savario to Juice. Nice move, but the Auntie Slayer gets in the way of that one. Great interior defense, and that's what makes us such a problem. We are one of the bigger teams in the league. Duke Spliff at the 3, just such a problem. The street ball legend, never going to make it easy. And Eddie B looking to dance against the younger Jaden Blue, and Jaden Blue just getting outclassed by the veteran right now. Seeing that matchup last game, it looks like coach definitely wants to exploit that, and I do not blame him. You got a young guy trying to keep up with a seasoned veteran. The franchise played a lot of time overseas, from Milano to the Select in his first season with the Select, and he's trying to collect him a ring. First free throw up, and it is good. Eddie B pouring it on, man. First game it was JJ. Now it looks like Eddie B is trying to take matters into his own hands. And I gotta say, I love the effort so far. Second free throw good for the franchise. Jaden Blue, what do you got? Can you redeem yourself? Because Eddie B is having a day. Blue step back 3 on Eddie B. But Eddie B gets a hand up, and that one clanks off the back of the rim. Eddie now with it.
Eddie trying to dance. Gets it to Ash. Uh-oh, Skip Day has a baby. Juice Man is too small. Oh, my God, but Skip Day just tanks on the finish. Good defense by Air Jamaica. Air Jamaica wants to get his own shot. Ew. Do not agree with that shot in transition right there from the Juice Man. Duke wants a screen. Duke to Ash. Ash surveying the floor. Ash to Eddie B. Eddie with the pump pass. Okay. Oh, and Eddie's gonna, they're gonna call a traveling. I'm about to say, Eddie's gonna draw the foul. Go for the Michael Jordan fake pass. Norway Nightmare is checked in. Shout out to the Norway Nightmare in the building. Second units in the game. And let's see if CBC second unit could give them the spark that they need. Tate wants to go with a jump hook. But Sheldon Woods all over that one. No good. And here goes our young bull. D'Angelo Fox. Him and Art Blackman. Such a problem to Gabe Stirk. Another one of those guys that you gotta watch out for. The sharp shooting forward from overseas. Slamming it home. And to Gabe Stirk, man, just really pretty good all-around game, if I'm being honest. But shooting is definitely his thing. Just solid defender. D'Angelo, no good. Fox got to knock that down. That's the shots that we want to see him hit, especially going into next season, where he's going to get an expanded role on this team. Tate, hop step in the lane. That's too easy. Blackman is way too small. Art Blackman couldn't do anything outside of maybe try to foul him. And Barney Tate with the sweet lane right there. Only a 10-point game, so they definitely got more than enough time and room to, cut into this lead, but just not showing any signs of having that happen. And D'Angelo Fox with the beautiful move. I like that little backdoor play that we're running, getting our guards, mismatches in the post. That alley-oop, no good, and we're going the other way. Art Blackman trying to push it up, but CBC is back. However, D'Angelo Fox trying to find a crease. Now he pulls it out, trying to set up the play. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Art Blackman, midi, beautiful look, and that is Swiss cheese, nada but net for Art Blackman. Art Blackman, another one of those guys, if he doesn't elect to go to the draft, man, we're definitely trying to take his game to the next level and expand his role here on the select. One of these guys had to get that good old lemonade in. Art Blackman off the screen, open. That one is not going to go. Those are definitely shots that they're going to have to work on and make sure that they knock down if they're going to be given expanded roles next season. Oh, Battle with a beautiful move right there. Trying to work on Art. Tries to go up the glass. But Art Blackman with the good defense there. Two little guys trying to go mano-a-mano right now. D'Angelo Fox, nice move. Skip through, up and under. Almost a highlight and one. But the refs are going to call a foul on Battle. And Battle is not happy about that call at all. Tom Ellis Jr. trying to calm him down. But as you can see, Battle is furious with that call right there. D'Angelo Fox headed to the line for 2. And let's see if he can count his pennies. Let's see if he can count his pennies. CBC, once again, one of the best defensive teams during the overseas tour. If you go back and watch those games, they made it hard on everybody they played, much like a Kim Bowl in the high school series. However, when it comes to scoring, these guys definitely, haven't really found that rhythm throughout the season. It wasn't up until that playoff run that they started to show flashes of like what looked like can be a high-powered offense at times, with utilizing those smaller forwards and, the MVP as well as their shooters, Jaden Blue, as Tate knocks that one down, but as well as their shooters, Jaden Blue and OJ Alberger. However, both of those guys not really, doing too much to contribute to wins right now. as far as this final series has looked. They look good during the playoffs. All playoffs long, they look pretty good. But during these finals, I'm not sure. D'Angelo, Fox, corner three at the buzzer. 0.6 left. 26-9. Want to talk about a scoring drought under 10 points in the first quarter. They might have to ride the hot hand of their go-to guy in Ariel Severio to get some offense going, because right now it is not looking good. It is looking like yet another runaway game for the SBA Select. Fox is in the chat for my guy D'Angelo Fox knocking that one down. But SBA community, you know how we rock. Drop those twos in the chat as we're about to start this second quarter. Twos in the chat. 16 viewers live. Make sure you guys hit that like button. I appreciate all the support. The SBA has really been taking it up a notch into the next level, man. And I truly appreciate it, man. We got a lot of new prospects coming in, and I love it, man. Definitely been growing and flowing. Ash Erickson with the rock. JJ now with it. JJ off the screen. JJ spin move. JJ up and under. No good. He's going to get that thing swatted, and I think they came in with the game plan, and they said, listen, if anybody's going to beat us, it's not going to be this guy JJ going off for 40 once again. And they have held JJ on lock. JJ corner three, and he's off the mark. Definitely not having the game he had last game. Skip Day with a quick layup, no good, but the Norway Nightmare with the putback. Throw those fire emojis in the chat for the Norway Nightmare as he gets the and one. 28-9 here in the second quarter, and Ash has a chance to make this a 20-point lead. Very tough right there from the Norway Nightmare. Definitely worked on this game out in Norway. You see the hard work is paid off. Can't wait to see what some of these guys do on a pro level. Beautiful pass from Blue to Ariel Severio, and that's going to stop that run and finally get these guys back on the board. Shout out to Deshaun Evans in the chat. DJ Evans, the baby goat out of North Carolina. Nice move from Eddie B. Gets in the lane, but just blows the finish on that one. Very uncharacteristic of the franchise. The Norway Nightmare just lurking on defense, and that is his bread and butter, man. Them hustle plays, defense is Ash thing. And JJ said, I may not get it in scoring, but I definitely could play make, as he passes that dime to Skip Day for the finish. Gotta love it. Ariel Severio with the beautiful pass. Tom Ellis Jr. with the slam. And they gotta keep going to the hot hand, man. They gotta keep trying to run through their MVP, Ariel Severio. That's when the good things have been happening. Everybody else is not doing their thing, and the Cookie Monster, so I be calling him the Cookie Monster right there, steals just like that. Been doing that all season long. He wants a screen. No, he's going to pass it to Drew. Drew surveying the floor, gets it to Jaden. Jaden says, okay, Eddie, if you're going to give me this much room, after a couple of pump fakes, Swiss cheese, nothing but net, Eddie got a bit too lax. Yes, the young guy was cold, but you can't give him that look, Eddie, and he can heat up in a hurry. So you got to be careful. JJ to Eddie B. Eddie looked like he's trying to dance on Juice, man. Eddie trying to put a move on Juice. Juice with the great defense, though, but Eddie still knocks down the tough shot. The franchise 6 for 8, 14 points on the night. Positive 10 in the plus-minus category. And this first half has been sensational so far for the franchise Eddie B, man. Just a well-oiled machine here in the SBA Select, man. If I'm being real, it's been a tall task, you know, for anybody to, you know, go head up and match up with us from top to bottom. With all the talent we have. Saw them rec runs, I got straight to scouting. Had to make sure we made it happen. There still was a lot of great teams. Milano, really the top guys up until that playoff, you know, mishap they had in the first round, but there was a ton of talent overseas, and I just can't wait to see what a lot of guys do on the next level, as they're going to be combined with those college guys, with some of the top college and high school prospects. We did get a couple of high school commits. JJ with the rock. JJ trying to put a move on. And JJ with a slam. After being a bit quiet, maybe that one can help him wake up. Ariel trying to put a move. JJ too small. And Ariel Savario, the MVP, skipping through that lane, fighting through contact, letting the ref know to count it. Great move right there from Ariel Savario. And he's looking to get his team in it. He's been the little bright spot for his team. Just much like all season. They're at their best when his offensive game is clicking. Free throw is up and it is good. Knocks it down. Converts the old-fashioned three-point play. And let's see what we got here. Johnson with the rock. Johnson to Eddie. Eddie to JJ. And JJ knocks it down. The pass was a bit flunky. But after he corrals it, he knocks it down for 3. And that's going to put this lead right back up to 19. I like the aggressiveness on defense from Duke Spliff. Just making it very hard on Ariel Savario, man. Even when he does get his baskets, they are very hard to come by when Duke Spliff is lurking. Now he's making it tough on Juice, a bigger body. And that's just tough to deal with. Ariel wants a 3. Back of the rim. No good. Duke now with it. Duke, what do you got? Duke behind the back. Throws the alley to Ash in the Norway Nightmare with the sweet touch right there. Norway Nightmare with the soft touch off the alley-oop. Do not pay attention to those stats on the screen. We have the stats in our statistics tab in the Discord. If you want to know what some of these guys average, I definitely advise you to go ahead and check that out. These guys had a terrific season. It was super fun to watch, and both teams, man, really filled it up from the floor in their respective areas. I'm gonna get you some of those stats too. Ash Erickson averaged 9.7 rebounds on the year with a block and a steal, shooting 57% from the field. So Ash had himself a terrific season, you know, just doing all the little things. Had a couple of big games as well, scoring, but really just one of those guys that plays his role to a T. And whatever you need him to do, he's going to step up and do for the team. And then the MVP at the free throw line. Really that guy averaged 24 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. Shot at 38% from the field and 26% from the three-point line. So the MVP definitely, you know, wants to get those numbers up from an efficiency standpoint, but with the way that he stat sheet stuffed throughout the year, 24, 6, 5, 3. Ridiculous numbers, man. Definitely was easy when it came to the votes of getting him the MVP. And off the offensive rebound, Duke Spliff just thugging down there. 2 offensive rebounds. And that is a basket. Speaking of the Auntie Slayer, he averaged 21.7 rebounds, 4 assists on the year. And Ariel Savario with yet again another clean bucket. 12 points on the night for him. With Duke Spliff, 7 rebounds, 4 assists on the year, 54% from the field and 36% from the three-point line. And he's another guy, although he is a veteran, you know, one of the older guys in the league, scouts and SBA teams cannot wait to draft this guy at the next level. That three-pointer off the mark. Ariel Savario got a pretty clean look, but no good. Duke wants the 3 in transition. Doesn't get it to go. But with the lead right now, definitely has time to find that shot. 2 of 6 right now, 1 of 3 from the three-point line. Savario trying to dance on JJ, loses JJ, hop step in the lane. And the MVP with a tough finish right there over the sweet move after just Losing JJ with those moves. And that one good by the Auntie Slayer. Dude spliff, skipping through that lane. And Juice Man just a bit too small. Jaden Blue with the rock, wants to get it to Ariel. Ariel, nice midi right there. JJ gets the late closeout, and that is no good. JJ, what do you got? JJ looked like he wanted to step back, rethinks it, gets it to the franchise. The franchise been a bit quiet in the second quarter, but his team definitely picked up his slack. This has been a quarter for the Auntie Slayer, and no good. She's going to cool off with that miss right there. Jaden Blue to Ariel Severio. Severio gets to the sweet spot, and that's money. Whenever he gets the defense behind him with that little crab and gets to take that little pull-up at the midi, that's a tough shot for most guys, but it is definitely the go-to for Ariel Severio. Our MVP here in the overseas tour. 29-44. SBA Select still with a pretty convincing lead, but you cannot sleep on CBC. We cannot take them for granted. Pick and roll to Gabe Sturk, skip through, no good. And that's another thing. They've been having so much trouble guarding us on that pick and roll. And that's what I love about our offense. We utilize that pick and roll with multiple positions, causing those mismatches, quick rolls from smaller guys, and forcing the defense to have to help. And then we have shooters on the outside. So definitely a beautiful game plan. Love what coach is doing right now to Gabe Sturk. Knocks down the first one. Sturk's second free one on the way, and that one Swiss cheese, nothing but net. 46-29, 3 minutes left in the half. Both teams perfect from the penny stripe. They know how important counting your pennies are in the SBA battle. He can hit that, and he does. This kid Battle is a problem as well. Smaller guy, but he definitely can score the ball. Definitely can score the ball at times. Another guy that might have been overshadowed by the stars on his team, but at the next level has a chance to really take things up a bit. Tate. Or maybe if he stays, get an expanded role, develop a little bit more overseas. Tyrone Webster trying to work against Tagada Bastert. Nothing doing there. Battle. Trying to put a boo boy. Battle's going to be fouled by Skip Day. 2 free throws on the way. Free throw on the way for Battle. Can he knock it down? Yes, Swiss cheese. Easy peasy. Counting those pennies. Both teams counting those pennies. And both teams could be 7-7 from the free throw line, and Battle knocks down this free throw right here. Can he keep up the streak and make it 7 in a row for CB Canarias? Battle taking his time. One-handed shot. Good. 34-46. So the lead down to 12. And CBC is not out of this one at all. So we took our foot off the gas a bit, and that got to be good. Got to knock that down right there, Mr. Fox. Can't get that one to go, but boy, do we need that. Tate. Skip through. Oh, Tom Ellis in a corner wide open. Blows it, though. And we're going to get a jump ball. Hustle play right there from Tate. Way to try to keep it alive for your team. And now we're going to get a jump ball, and CBC could possibly retain the possession and cut this, either tie it up or cut it down to a 1-point lead. They're going to lose the tip, though. Good work right there. And let's see if we could get something going with this bench unit to help us keep some breathing room. Skip Day has a baby on him, but no good after Tom Ellis comes over with the help. Ariel, what do you got? Ariel trying to work on the young boy. D'Angelo, nice pass from Ariel. Tate, midi, no good. Tate got to knock that down. Did have a smaller defender close out, but I don't know. I still think that was a good enough look for him to finish. Still think he has to hit that. Uh-oh, that is a baby. This is too easy. No way Skip Day was going to mess that one up with a way smaller battle. And now it's looking like we're trying to take that lead back up to where it's supposed to be. Battle trying to put a move on. Beautiful move, but nothing doing. Little guy trying to score on the light bulb. Rethought about it. Reset. And the MVP is headed to the line once again. This is where this guy makes a killing. Just exceptional at drawing those fouls and just hard to guard off that first burst. So you can't even, blame guys for not, being able to keep up with him, if I'm being honest, off that first step. He's just super duper hard to guard. And we got 19 likes, guys. Let's get that 20th like in there. And let me get a hashtag SBA20 when we get to that 20 likes, man. Second free throw on the way, and yes, the MVP knocks him down. Art Blackman with the rock. He gets to Sheldon. Sheldon, you got to hit those. No good. And Sheldon has a lot of potential, man. I think this guy could be one of those guys, but just not as consistent as we would like him to be at times. Isley's another one of them guys. Isley to Tom Ellison. That was a beautiful play right there. Executed to perfection. And this is a 10-point game. So, as tough as it got early, CBC is still swinging and they are still in this one. Only a 10-point game. They're getting their offensive game going. Nice move from D'Angelo Fox right there. Nice little pullback. And we're going to get it right back up to 12 after that midi right there. D'Angelo just showing his bag. And this is why we're so high on this kid, man, in the SBA Select. This is why we want to keep him and try to develop him into the star that we know he can be. Beautiful pass right there out of the shot to Drew. And Drew is going to slam that home. D'Angelo Fox, what do you got? Mr. Fox. Nice little leaner. Ooh, and now he's just trying to go deep in that bag. But that one off the mark, way off actually. But I like when he's being aggressive, getting into that bag. And speaking of bag, Ariel Severio is in his bag, cutting this lead to single digits after we was up as much as 20. And D'Angelo Fox not able to knock it down. So as we head to the half, CBC has cut down this lead. So at the half, CBC just down single digits. So all that we did early on, CBC was able to reel their way right back into this game, guys. And I'm not alarmed yet. Because I think we give ourselves a breather. We have a nice little talk. And I think we just got a bit complacent. But early on, you've seen we were just taking it right to them in the paint. They weren't doing enough to stop us in the paint. Gotta send some more bodies down there. But to be fair, outside of Tyrone Atkins, these guys have, a bit smaller forwards than we have. And with the big lineups that we're putting in to combat them, it is just very tough, man. It is just very tough. I plays no games in the lab, man. I study these teams. I try to exploit matchups. I go get guys to fit a certain system. I like, as you can see, I like the interior bigs to be big. I like my bigs to be big guys that's also a bit versatile. And it is working in our favor. But the MVP is in his bag. 20 points at the half, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. And the Auntie Slayer stat sheet stuffing 7 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Hashtag roll another one. And my guy Duke Swift came to play today. Roland said, Eddie B, the franchise said, extra laps to the reserves next practice. He don't like that the reserves gave up a bit of that lead. Only 8 now. Let's get those threes in the chat. SBA community threes in the chat as the third quarter just began. And it starts off with a turnover. CBC trying to get right back in this thing. Great defense from Ash to defend without fouling on that one. And that is a basket right there. Pardon me, guys. Tracking my Uber Eats right now. Jaden Blue with the rock. Mr. Blue, what do you got? 3-pointer, no good. Off the mark. And CBC helping us get back in this. The Auntie Slayer from the corner, no good. No good on that one. Chambers to Ario. Ario is going to get fouled. Madsen. And it's that quick first step for Ario that is just super hard to guard. And it is giving us a lot of troubles right now. We got to figure out something. I tried to go with a bigger body on him and try to send a couple guys. But that quick first step is proven to just give us so many issues. And it's forcing our bigs in a tough spot. Because now our bigs have to slide over, but most times they're too late, and all they can do is foul them hard or try to, get a hand up. And that free throw is good. Back to single digits. So CBC coming to play right now. Definitely no easy buckets though. Definitely like that we're not giving up no easy buckets to these guys. Free throw good. 8-point game. And I want to see us try to work through Eddie B a little more. He was hot early on. Not sure why we went away from that. And is that a charge? Yes, the refs are going to call a charge. Duke Spliff not happy about that. And look at the block right there from Drew. Sending that shot from JJ out of there. And here you guys see what got CBC all the way to the chip. Severio with the rock. Severio skip through midi. And good defensive effort right there. Gotta stay in front of him though. Don't like when he get him on the hip and could take that mid-range shot. Although it is a difficult shot, it's pretty much his bread and butter. Eddie B trying to work. Eddie B goes up with the contact. And just as I say we want to work through Eddie B a little more, we give him the opportunity. However, the defense is there to meet him. Eddie B 6 of 10 with 3 turnovers right now. So CBC is causing some type of confusion. But here's where CBC has to get something better going, because taking too long to get those plays to develop and then settling for poor shots like that, no bueno. 7 of 15 for the MVP, Ariel Severio. But he's trying to do all he can to claw his team back into this one. JJ with the rock. 4, 3. And as I say, they're taking too long. We take too long to develop that play. And take just as ugly of a shot. So both teams in their defensive bag right now, not giving each other anything. And Severio with a beautiful move. And Lance Madsen is called with the foul. He is not happy. The crowd is not happy. Because now Ariel Severio is beginning to live at the line. But is that signs of fatigue for Mr. Severio right there, as he had to take a knee after that one? Is it signs of fatigue, or maybe he's just hurting a bit? I don't know. Free throw up, and it is good. He's still knocking them free throws down at a high rate, 45 to 52, and he can make this a 6-point game. Now I'm getting a bit worried, coach. Come on, coach. Give us something. Give us something, coach. I don't know what's going on, but I need you to fix it. I don't know what you got going, my boy, but you gotta fix it. Knocks down the second free throw. It is a 6-point game now, and coach has to get it together. Madsen. Okay, I like this. Duke in the corner, yes. Good pass, good vision, and JJ knocking it down. That's what I like. Let's work in the post. Let's force the mismatch. Let's force them to have to double down, and let's get our shooters open. That's SBA basketball right there. Thank you, coach. Way to adjust, because you was scaring me a bit. Ariel trying to put a move on Duke. We got a bigger body on him now. Juice Man. Tough 3 to answer right back. And CBC saying that they are not going anywhere that fast. Bulls to Spliff. Spliff gets a nice look off the screen. Doesn't finish though. Ash almost got the offensive rebound, but Tyrone Webster with the hustle to track it down. And Ariel trying to put a move on. Ariel trying to dance. Oh my God, what a dime. From the MVP to Tyrone Webster. And I love that play call right there. Or not even a play call. I just love the vision. Hashtag goggles on that play. As the MVP just dimed Tyrone Webster. And now it is a 4-point game. So we went from up 20 to only up 4. Ash with a nice move. But the defense there. Tyrone Webster really the anchor for this CBC team. And on those plays right there, you can see why. Just causing havoc on the interior. On the defensive end, Ariel tries to get a guy, gets it back to Juice, and Juice can't knock down back-to-back threes. 1 for 6 for Air Jamaica in this one. Ash, another offensive board, and I love the hustle from Ash. But Chambers with the good defense. And now we're going the other way, and these guys are on fire. Down 4, came back in this game, and now they're heated up. Severio skipping through, trying to do too much though, and a good steal from Eddie. Eddie, the franchise on the break. What do you got? Duke, corner, we need it. No good. The crowd would have went crazy, and that's exactly what we would have needed. But Duke is struggling from the three-point line as well. Him and Juice Man are canceling each other out. Great double team right there, but I don't know. As Jaden Blue knocks that one down, and we are going to need a timeout. With 5 minutes left, CBC cuts this thing down to a 1-point lead. Wow. We just going cold on offense right now. And Ariel Severio, the MVP, hopped in his bag, showing us the vision. We're sending 2, and he is picking us apart right now. Hopefully, coach talking it over to get things back on track, because we was up as much as 20, and now we are only up 1 point. Double down, find the open man. Good rotation right there, though. Good defense. We want to screen. JJ, nice hezzy move in the corner. Gets it. Ash with another hustle offensive rebound. And this is why you gotta love the Norway Nightmare. This guy just fighting down there, doing all he can to help us get back in this game. Well, to help us get back on track, because we're still up 1. Eddie B says, get me the ball. Eddie B trying to take matters into his own hands. And as Eddie B calls for it, they answer the call, give Eddie the ball. And Eddie with the and 1. Wow. Crazy to see how that unfolded. The franchise asking for the ball and gets the ball and gets an and 1. Wow, only in the Simulation Basketball Association, man. Only here does things like that happen. Free throw on the way from Mr. B, and it is good. Shout out to my guy Eddie B once again. Congratulations on him having his child. So we got a little Eddie B running around, guys. The future and the franchise. Nice move by Tyrone Webster. And that was a beautiful move right there. Tough move to get his team back within 2. Eddie trying to go up, but Webster says no. And Webster really holding it down in the paint, man. Eddie had a couple of gimmies, but Tyrone says no. And there goes Ash again, just watching with the cookies. And Severio with the block. And that's why this guy is so dangerous, man. Think you got an easy layup. You see a guard down there, try to take it up strong. And Severio says no. And now Ariel ties the game up. CBC with a 16-6 run in the last 5 minutes and 25 seconds. Wow, what resiliency from CBC as they're trying to sneak a game here at our home turf. And then shout out to Duke to get things back on track for us and give us the lead right back. Tyrone Webster trying to put a move on, spins on Skip Day. Now he wants it in the post. Sweet little move right there from Tyrone Webster. Jaden Blue off the screen, 3-pointer. He can hit, and he does. Is CBC alive? They take the lead, 61-60. CBC, Duke split Duggan, pushing OJ out the way and laying that one home. Definitely need you guys to slam dunk that like button if you haven't already, man. The SBA is in full effect. This overseas tour finals have been a thing of beauty to watch. Back and forth lead changes now in the last couple of minutes as CBC has came all the way back from down 20 in this second half. Whoa, 2 minutes left in the third, and they look like they're still trying to pour it on. Pass out of the shot. Drew now with it. Drew had a mismatch, but elects to get it out and reset after the help came. Nice pick and roll. Drew goes up and under. Good defense. Sheldon Woods with the block. So now with the benches in, let's see. Maybe the bench could give us the spark that we needed, because Lord knows we have been struggling a bit. Art Blackman, I don't like that shot right there. Going the other way. Come on, Art. Got to get a better look. And there goes Ario. Oh, my God. Just getting freaky on that one. Think he probably could have finished it if he didn't elect to go with the flash. But once again, headed to the line for two. And although we blew them out in game one at home, if they were to win here at our home turf, that is going to change the tide of the momentum in this series big time, as the next two games will be across the water in CBC Canarias home turf. Guys, we gotta find a way to get it back together. CBC is in their bag, much in part behind the efforts of this man right here, Ariel Severio. And Ariel doesn't get that one to go, and we're gonna stay knotted up at 62. I believe that is his first missed free throw of the night, if I'm not mistaken. And Ariel, the cookie monster, with a steal. And this is why this guy is so dangerous. Spin move, gets a pass to Drew, and Drew can't get it to go. Woods to Blackman. Blackman to Fox. Fox to Basturk. Basturk, nice move on the interior against Tom Ellis. And I'm liking how Basturk has stepped up in these finals. Definitely playing a role that we need him to play. Isley, tough shot right there, but Isley gets that three to go. Gotta watch this guy, Isley. Shows a lot of flashes. 65-64 in favor of Canarias after that tough basket. Going right back to Basturk in the paint, but Tom Ellis Jr. says no, not this time, Mr. Basturk. Tom Ellis wants a three now, and Tom Ellis, no, it wasn't Tom Ellis, that was Barney Tate actually, getting that three to go. Whoa, now CBC up 4 after being down as much as 20. The third quarter has been a big shift for these guys. Sheldon Woods no good, and we're just settling. We're just settling for too many shots. Coach, you got to get something going. I do not like what I'm seeing here. Ariel, beautiful move. Skip through. Takes it up the chest of Skip Day. Great defense by Skip Day right there. Doesn't foul on that one. And I love it. Definitely shooting too many three-pointers. Settling for too many shots. That has not been our bread and butter. Nice move right there from D'Angelo Fox. Thank you, Mr. Fox. Thank you. Way to work it inside. Tough shot, but you got it to go. And Ariel double pumping, no good. Great defense by Skip Day to close out that third quarter. Stopping Ariel in his tracks twice, and that's what we needed. But the story of that third quarter was CBC's offense. They definitely turned it on and also turned defense into offense, which we know their bread and butter is. However, SBA community, drop those 4s in the chat as we have an action-packed fourth quarter on the way for you guys here tonight. Whoa, who knew that this late night overseas tour game 2 finals game was going to be so good? Drew with the rock. Drew gonna get fouled by Madsen. Lance Madsen picks up his third. A bit overzealous on that reach right there. Mr. Blue with the rock. Blue to Chambers. Chambers now to Tom. Tom Ellis wants a three. No good. Duke Spliff with the board. He's pushing it up. He gets it to Eddie B. Eddie B to Duke. Duke. Three. And we needed that. As we take a 1-point lead. Huge shot right there from Duke Spliff. Ario definitely locked in today and slowed down JJ. JJ was very quiet in this game opposed to last game. Last game, JJ was in his bag. And in this game right here, Ario Severio has had JJ in the box and is taking advantage over the younger guy out of the Philippines. Ario Severio with 29 points on 9 of 20 shooting. Him and Eddie B, the top scorers right now. Eddie B has 17 for the select. JJ, the Philippine and Dynamite with the open three, no good. And this kid had 38 in game 1. But very cold in this one. Ario Severio said, listen, I'm the MVP and Defensive Player of the Year for a reason. I got to slow this kid down. He took on the challenge and he definitely got it done here in this one. Ellis, shot up, no good. Tip. And CBC is going to retain possession twice after the block from Duke Spliff. 7 seconds on the clock, though. Catch and shoot. Mr. Blue and Jaden Blue knocking it down. The young bull. Jaden Blue with the big shot right there. This kid, Jaden, and here goes Eddie B slamming it home off of the little backdoor screen over Jaden Blue. And as Eddie B says, feed me again, he gets the ball once again for the slam. It's like these guys can hear Eddie B. Eddie B is really tapped into his character. He knows his character very well. He's putting a lot of work with that character and his tendencies, and it's showing because he knows when to turn it on. He knows even when his guy is going to turn it on. And that's what the SBA is all about, man. Really watch your players and get in tune. As you can see, Eddie put in a lot of work with that player, and he's almost predicting exactly when his player is going to do what he's going to do. And that's the ultimate goal here in the SBA. Duke Spliff out of the post. I don't mind this. I like when he gets in that bag, but great defense from Drew right there. Duke trying to pull out all the tricks, but no good. Great defense from JJ. Now he gets it to Eddie B. Eddie B skipped through the lane. Doesn't finish. No. Thought he got a good look on the double pump, but no good. Definitely a huge comeback game in this one for CBC. They have came all the way back. 4 seconds left. Oh, God. Ario gets in the paint. Great defense by Ash, but Drew with the putback, and Randall. Drew having himself a big game. Check him out on this Mobile 1 drive replay. Severio gets blocked by Ash, but Drew is there to corral a rebound and puts it back home. What a game, guys. Can we get back in this? Eddie B with the rock. Eddie B surveying the floor. 9 seconds left. Eddie, what do you got? Eddie trying to put a move on a young Jaden Blue. Eddie, 2 seconds left. Eddie gonna just settle for that bad shot. Don't like that, but Lance Matson gets the rebound. Drew sends it. And Drew is stepping it up big time for CBC in this game defensively here in this fourth quarter. What a defensive effort from Drew. Randall Drew. Uh-oh. And Ario tries that three off of the screen. He's trying to bury us right now, doing all he can to keep us out of reach, but that one, no good. Look how beautiful that SBA logo is in the middle of the court, guys. Sorry for that little distraction, but it just looks so clean. Shout out to my guy Mario on this court right here. And Eddie B skipping through, left-handed layup, good. Gets us right back up by 2. And let's see if the franchise can bring it home for us. There goes the move from Ario, and Ario forcing things a bit now. That can be something to watch, and that can work in our favor. Ario feeling himself a bit too much now. JJ gets a nice look, and he's still cold after having that huge game. Duke on the offensive rebound, and Duke finishes, and we tie the game up. These offensive rebounds have been saving us in this game. However, we have to get some stops. Ellis to Blue. Blue wants the screen. Step back 3. That could be money, and it is. Jaden Blue just too good. and CBC has made 5 more threes than us in this game. Jaden Blue just ice cold with that right there. But the anti-slay, oh my God, that was about to be showtime right there. Duke Spliff headed to the lane with that full head of steam, guys. It only gets dangerous. It only gets dangerous. Eddie B to Duke. Duke to JJ. JJ 3 on the way. No good. JJ is still very cold, and that's kind of hurting us. Not saying that he had to do as much as he did in the last game, but he is went ice cold. The dynamite out of the Philippines, and another beautiful pass from Ariel to Chambers, and a 5-point lead for CBC as they're still trying to do all they can to sneak this away win on our home turf here in game 2. Eddie B off the screen. Eddie B trying to put a move on, gets it to JJ in the corner. We need one. JJ not knocking it down. We keep going and we're trying to get him going. That's the look we want after the help comes. But JJ just can't get it to go. I think Ariel Savario is in his head, and Ariel right at the young bull. And that is 31 on 10 of 26 shooting for Ariel Savario. So Ariel, this, like I said, I showed you his stats. He only shot 38% from the field. But it's the determination of this kid. It's the defensive effort. It's the all-out hustle of this guy that leads him to wins. This is why he is the MVP. He is just an all-out baller. Even if he's not going to be efficient, he's going to scratch, claw, and fight his way to victories. And that is what we've seen from him all year long, including this amazing playoff run as they came in the 3rd seed and made it all the way to the finals. The Cookie Monster, man, just such a problem. 82-75. JJ with the rock. JJ to Eddie. Eddie spinning through. Madsen is Duke. Duke trying to put a move on. Duke to JJ. JJ trying to dance. JJ with a slam, and there it goes. Maybe that is what JJ needed to get back on track, and oh my God, he just put, almost a block. AT&T Slam Cam, thank you for that one. That was amazing. Whoa. What a slam from JJ, and hopefully that gives us the momentum we need. Another good pass from the Cookie Monster. And Chambers gets the and one after the foul from Ash. Devin Chambers headed to the line. Guys, this game has not had any shortage of action. Both teams fighting to the death right now. Let's see who will prevail here in game 2. Chambers doesn't convert the old-fashioned three-point play, and that one could come back to bite him. In transition, Eddie B stop and pop midi, no good, but JJ gets the offensive board, puts it up. No, we got to capitalize on those opportunities right there. JJ 4 for 16 in this game with only 10 points after a huge game 1. Jaden Blue skipped through. Great defense on that one. Nice little spin move, but did too much. Might have been dizzy on the finish, and on his head. Duke split to the franchise. On the head of Ariel Savario. Hey. And is that a charge? No, the ref is going to call a blocking on Eddie, but they didn't call that the same way on the other end. Whoa. Get that ref a mat. Webster with the rock. Webster to Juice. Juice to Chambers. Chambers with a couple of pumps. Juice now with it. Juice off the screen. Juice can hit that, and he's not going to that time. Juice just not feeling himself in this series right now. You know we got those bigger defensive guys on him, but He's a far better shooter than what he's showing right now. Duke Spliff skipping through the lane, and Duke Spliff is going to get the foul. This is what we need. We need to take it to the hole strong. You know, get the defense on their heels, and we definitely have to count our pennies, guys. Definitely have to count our pennies. Free throw is good. Second free throw good, and it is a 3-point game with 2 minutes left. This game is going to come down to the wire, guys. CBC and a select not giving an inch. Ash on a good closeout. That is a great closeout by Ash right there, and exactly what we needed. Or Ariel Severio might have knocked that one down. Duke Spliff with the rock. Duke, what do you got? 10 seconds left on the clock, on the shot clock. Off the screen from Ash, and the Auntie Slayer with a beautiful move to get us within one. And now we're running through Duke. In the first half, he was cold. 7 points on 38%. And in the second half, 15 on 60%. And that is what big-time players do. Big-time players step up in big-time moments. And look, the Auntie Slayer is raging now. He is on fire. Exactly what we needed. Duke, midi, good! Timeout, CBC. After the timeout, huge shot from Duke Spliff, and boy, would we dodge a bullet if we can finish this game. We're gonna dodge a huge bullet if we can finish this game. Nice pass right there. Oh no, we get it in transition. The franchise on the break. Let's go. Eddie B with the slam. And that's how you run the break. 48 seconds left. We're looking to close this game now. Ariel off the screen. Ariel trying to dance. He has JJ on a crab. Ariel trying to pull out all the tricks. Ariel, and Ariel was fouled. No, ref. That's a bailout. JJ not even feeling that one. That is a bailout, ref. Come on. And Ariel getting his team riled up, and that's what the MVP does. But he is going to have to count his pennies. Ain't no party like a SBA party, cause a SBA party don't stop. SBA community, if you're tuned into this game and you're enjoying it, let me get a hashtag our league in the chat. Free throw is good, and that makes it a 2-point game. If he knocks this down, it'll be a 1-point game. Second free throw on the way. Can he hit the clutch ones? Yes, he does. Bobbles home. And the MVP cuts it to 1. 86-87. Duke, just slow it down. No need to get too hyped. No need to force anything. Good screen from Ash. Love the pick and roll action. Duke heads to the line, and that's what we need. There we go. There we go. I like Duke taking matters into his own hands on that one. Get the pick and roll. It's very hard to stop Duke Spliff with that pick and roll right there. You know, he can shoot. He can go to the hole. Not many people can stop him with a full head of steam. So that is a play call that I like. And then especially a screen from Ash. was also a good offensive rebounder in that situation. Beautiful play call, beautiful execution. And now Duke knocks down both free throws, we're in good shape. 22.6 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And this game is definitely a classic, Mari. Whoa, what a game here in game 2. Second one good as well for Duke. And now CBC is going to call their final time out. That was their final time out. Eddie B clapping his guys up. The guys are hyped. And boy, oh boy, we're going to need a good defensive possession. We are going to need a good defensive possession, guys. We cannot afford to give up any threes here. Whatever we do, we cannot afford to give up any threes. They don't have any timeouts. So if they like to go for the 2, it's cool. But we can't give up any threes, guys. 16 seconds left. Ario trying to put a move on. Ario trying to dance. Ario trying to go up. That's a bad take right there. And they're going to have to foul. And as long as Lance Madison can knock at least one down, we got this game. Ario Savario tried to draw another foul, take matters into his own hands, and the MVP might have messed up with that one. I believe if Lance Madison can knock down at least one free throw, that is all she wrote. They don't have any more timeouts. And to get a quick basket in that time frame would be very, very tough. Knocks down both, and I believe that is all she wrote. Gonna have to get one up quick. Can't get a comfortable shot, but they're wasting too much time. Juice. Looks like it was contact there. The ref are not going to call it. And that is the game. We win both games here at home. We handle business at home. And we go up 2-0. Great game to CBC. You guys had me sweating here in the booth, guys. Terrific game. Truly a classic battle. And if you haven't already, make sure you jump that like button, because OMG. Much respect to Ario Savario and the rest of those CBC guys. Because that was an outstanding game, man. Definitely a hard-fought game, and shout out to Duke Split. Duke stepped it up huge in the fourth quarter of this game. In the second half period, Duke Split just stepped it up big time. And Duke Split and Eddie B carrying the torch. 26-13, 7 points, 3 blocks for Duke on 10 of 19 from the field. Got 2 of 7 from the three-point line. 4 of 4 from the free throw line. 41 points responsible for Eddie B. 25 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Did have 3 turnovers, but 11 of 20, very efficient. Only 0 for 1 from the three-point line. Didn't knock down any threes. D'Angelo Fox coming up pretty big in only 10 minutes. May have to give him some more minutes, but I don't know. JJ had a big game, so I don't want to take too much from JJ, but may have to balance these guys out a bit after that cold night from JJ. 4 of 9 from the field, 1 of 5 from the three-point line. Good game all around. Ash Erickson, terrific night, and this is what you love about the Norway Nightmare. 5 points, 16 rebounds, 2 steals. Just gets it done and does all the little things that you need him to do. And this is what equates to winning basketball, guys. When you got a guy that's playing at this level and doing all the little things like Ash is doing, it's going to help and go a long way for your scoring guys. And it is going to go a long way for your scoring guys that's not having a good night like JJ did in this one. This was a tremendous game, man. The Select stepped it up big time when it mattered. And got to get these stats from my guy Olin before I go on to the next team, man. But this was a tremendous game, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. I'm just lost for words. These guys really had me sweating, man. It is going to be tough when we have to play CBC at their hometown. 33 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals for the MVP, and that's just what he does. 1 of 6 from the three-point line, though. Still got to get things together and work on that. 12 of 13 from the free throw line, though. Responsible for 51 of his team's points. Jaden Blue cooled off in this one, but still had a decent game. 15, 2 and 2. 2 turnovers, 5-11, 5 of 9 from the three-point line. All of his field goals being threes. And this young kid just has a ton of potential. And then here goes those bigs, you know, and those forwards. They played a pretty solid game. But like I said, just kind of outmatched with the bigger guys that we have. Isley, Tom Ellis Jr., and OJ Alberger. This is going to be big. If he can step up for these guys when they go home, this is going to be the difference. I think he's the X factor for CBC. If OJ Alberger doesn't find a way to get it on track, I don't think this team has any chance of winning. We are sending bigger guys at him, our defensive guys on him, to suppress what he can do from the shooting department. But his team is going to need him big time if they're going to win, win this championship series, man. But huge shout out to the SBA community. You guys showed up and showed out tonight. We had a ton of viewers today, and I appreciate all of you guys' activity and effort. All the new prospects, man. I hope you guys are seeing what's going on and seeing the work that these guys put in on their players. They still have to get in the lab because everybody will be scaled down for the SBA. So they will still have a more than what you guys have, but they definitely will be scaled down for the SBA level of play just because it's going to be, different. But this was truly a great game, remarkable game from both teams. No need to hold your hats at all if you're CBC. You guys played very well. 39% from the field for CBC, 43% for the select. 38% from the three-point line for CBC and 19% from the select. So we was shooting too many threes and it wasn't really working in our favor. Not this game at least. Last game we had a better game shooting. Both teams shooting it really well from the free throw line. They hit more free throws than us, only missing 2. We made all of our free throws, 14 of 14, and them pennies make the difference. But they definitely hit more than us. Points in the paint, we had 50 compared to their 36. We had more second chance points. We tied in bench points. That was a stalemate right there. Nice little stalemate for both teams. Off the bench, we had 2 more assists than them. 6 more offensive rebounds than them. And we just won the rebound battle all around. More steals, more blocks. They had more turnovers and they had more points off of turnovers. But all in all, just a fantastic game, man. Couldn't ask for a better game from these guys, man. Duke Spliff stepped up huge in the fourth quarter, got that play of the game. Eddie B, whenever we called on him, he definitely stepped up and got it done for us. And I appreciate everybody, man. This was a terrific game. This really ended the night very well, man. I'm very happy with what my guys were able to accomplish out there. And yeah, man, shout out to the SBA Select. See you guys in the Discord. I will be in the Discord chopping it up for a few. I doubt I'm going to do any prospect runs. I'm about to eat, man, spend some time with the family, and call it a night. I hoop today. I'm a bit tired, but I definitely appreciate you guys for rocking with us, man. Truly, truly appreciate it. Kamish Moolah out. Peace.